Hello, everybody. It's March 21st, 2026. My name is Xander, and I'm here to solve some puzzles. So let's get to connections. Okay. A pound and a crown are currency. Franc, mark. Yeah, maybe. Plain, straight, blunt, frank. It could be something. I wasn't sure about the currency. Let's see. Goal, a point. I'm seeing like some chess terminology. It's kind of loose, but there's like a bishop, king. You can capture those. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Oops. You can have an object, or you can object to something. Capture the flag. Rich, what would that be? And here's some names: Mark, Frank, Rich. Don't know about those. There's some last names: King, Bishop, Frost. Yeah, I'm not sure. I might need to come back to this. Yeah, let's move on to Strands and come back to this. Sniff, sniff. Schnoz. Another double Z. Muzzle, maybe? Yeah, muzzle. Snout. Okay, so schnoz, muzzle. Maybe it's schnoz and muzzle would trap in these two L's. Is it schnozzle? Like that? Trapping the LE, I mean, not the two L's. Okay. What else we got? Horn. Muzzle. Snout. So the HEN. Nose, maybe. I wonder if that's part of this fangram. I was looking for like follow your nose or something like that. Might just start putting these in. Because, I mean, if horn is something, then there's not much space for the spangram to go. It'd have to go from, I mean, if nose is something also, it would have to go from here to here. So like olfactory or something like that. I don't see anything like that. All right, let's try putting some words in. Schnozzle, muzzle, snout, nose. Okay, on the nose. Okay. Again, should have taken a few more seconds. Horn. Proboscis. No, how do you proboscis? Is that it? There we go. Beak and so what would this be? Honker. There we go. All right. Yeah, should have waited a little bit. I'm just trying not to sit here looking forever, but on the nose. There we go. All right, let's check the Wordle. Split. Slick. There we go. I'm surprised we haven't had slick before. Okay, there were 5 things left. Slimy, skill, shell, swill. All right. There we go. That's the Wordle. Let's check the pips. Today we have 1 Ian, 2 Rodolfos. Let's check the easy. Okay, we need to make 12. Looks like we're going to do that with 3 4s. We need a double here. 0 and something we have 2 of. And the 0 here. There we go. That's the easy. Pretty straightforward. Not sure what that looks like. Kind of a stylized Roman numeral 2. Let's check the medium. Okay. 4-sized region here. That could be 0s or 2s. I'm thinking 0s because, well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 zeros. We'll need 1 in here and then 4 left over. I don't know that they can go anywhere else. Like, can't go here. We don't have any 5s. Okay. And I think, so if the double 0 goes in here, which it must, then this will be 1 domino. Okay. I think it might actually be 4s. Where else is double 4 going to go? Actually, no, it could go here. Is this going to work? No, I don't think it will. No, we can't have a 0 in the 4. We'd have to go here. But then that would need another 0, and then we don't have enough. So, yeah, I don't think that works down there. So let's try putting it up there. So then we can make this 5 out of 4 and 1. Greater than 1. So like that. This could be a 2, 0. This also doesn't work. So then what if we point this up like that? Yeah, this works. Then we can just fill these in like that. All right, there we go. That's the medium. Pretty tricky for a medium. Okay, let's try the hard. Okay, we have 32, 321. Yeah, that's today, March 21st. All right. Got a bunch of 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 single 5 spaces, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all of them. So obviously this one goes there, but then the rest of them need to be 5. So none of these other 5 ones will have a 5 in them. Okay, so we have 2 greater than 5s. That's 6, obviously, and we have 2 6s. If that could go there. And this is our single solitary 4, which would go there, which I kind of like. But otherwise, this could go over here, and we could put like this here. But we could also put this here and have the double 1s go here. Which, just kind of looking at this, I'm guessing at least one of these 3 size 5 regions will be made up with 3 1 1 because we have the double 1. Where else is it going to go? And so if we have to make one of them with 311, it might as well be this one, right? That's good logic. That's gonna not bite me in the ass, right? I mean, let's kind of go with it. All right, here we need a 1 5, which we have. Another 5 into a void, another 5 here. We need to make this one with a single domino, which we have a couple options for, except we don't because we know all our 5s are going into the single 5 region. So this can't be 5. So there's this, but that gets rid of our only 4. So it might be this. And then this will probably go here. Okay, so now we can't put this here because then we need another domino that can make a 5 with 1 domino, which we're out of. I mean, this is one of those. So this seems more likely to point into the void. This can go here. So we make 3. Yeah, this works. There we go. That's the hard. Not too bad. 321. Okay, let's go back to connections. All right. So I might just... Oh, wait. Blunt is another last name. King, Blunt, Bishop, Frost. I mean... Are there Emilys with these last names? I'm sure there are in the world, but are there famous Emilys? Is there an Emily Bishop, Emily King, Emily Frost? Don't know. So let's go ahead and try this. Plain, frank, straight, blunt. Direct. Okay. That gets rid of one of our currencies. And I don't think we have 4 anymore. Okay, jump and capture. Well, jump is a chess one I didn't think of before, but that's very loose, obviously. So what else do we got? What would pound be if it's not currency? I mean, I have like exclamation or question mark, exclamation point, pound symbol. Again, very, very rough. That's probably not anything. Object or object. Honestly, the only thing I have right now are these very loose chess terms. We still have goal, point. I guess mark can go with that. Well, okay, the goal and the object. Yeah, that should have been obvious. And then the point of something. So then what would the third or fourth one of those be? The I'm not seeing anything else. Still have no idea where Rich would go. The goal, the object, the point, the... Yeah, I don't know. Wow. Doing great. There's Ezra Pound as well. I just remembered. So that's another last name. Pound and Frost are poets, and I'm sure there's other poets, but shockingly, I'm not really that up on my poetry. Bishop could definitely be in there. King could be in there. I suppose Mark and Rich could as well, but I don't know. Let's go back to this. I do think this is one, but I'm trying to come up with the fourth word. Mark could be there. I'm not sure. I may just have to try. I got to try something. Let's see. Okay. Target. Oh, yeah. It still feels a little different than the rest of them, but okay. So let's try some of these last names. These, I'm sure, are poets. I'm sure there's a king. I'm sure there's a rich. I don't know about crown, though. But would crown fit with these other ones? Jump, capture, crown. Maybe this is referring to just some other non-chess game. In which case, king would probably fit with it better. Rich doesn't seem to fit with anything else. So let's try it with the... Okay. 20th century American poets. And then these are... What? Oh, checkers terms. Okay. What does checkers mean or crown mean in checkers? Extremely tricky. I would definitely agree with that. I feel like it's one of the trickier ones we've had recently. Yeah, this one is pretty plain, frank, straight, and blunt. Okay. Yeah, chess terms, 42% of people. I mean, they're so loose, but then the actual category was also loose. So it might as well have been this, you know. Chess pieces, including rich. Yeah. People were kind of grasping, as was I. There we go. That was the connections. And that was the daily games. Thank you for joining me. Hit like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you next time.